right, folks, welcome to this episode of The Rumble. And I have with me a lady who's into fashion designing. Us men, we have a problem with not really fashion designing, we have a problem with just getting our sizes right. You know, we walk into a shop, you'll have 36, 38, 39, 40, 42, 44. And you will eventually figure out what fits you, what simply will not fit you. But it's a lot worse for women, from what I understand. I hear my wife talking about it, so it must be the truth. So since my guest today, Tina Vincent, is a designer, and she's taken the special niche kind of area, which is making clothes for not the size 0, not the slim looking people, but for just normal people. And she's done extremely well doing that. So let me just find out how it all happened from Tina. So welcome, Tina.
Welcome.
So as I said, I know you make clothes for, politely saying, what was that word you said? Irregular shapes? No.
Yeah, irregular shapes.
Irregular shapes. That's a nice way of saying bigger people than fat woman.
Yeah, I tend not to use the word fat at all. So.
Do people get upset? I mean, not when you call it, hey, fatty, but I mean, if you just mention that was a fat, large woman.
I don't know. It's just something I've held on to in the 14 years I've been in business. It's just something I wouldn't like anybody referring to me as fat. I know I am, but I wouldn't want somebody telling me that.
Yeah, it's not polite to say that.
Yeah, so I wouldn't want anybody else to have to feel that. So it is a taboo word in my shop.
Okay, so what is it in India when we say about large people? Do we have a term for it in
Plus
the
size.
Indian language?
No.
No. But I guess Indian clothes don't require classification like that, because the sari just wraps it around.
Yeah, for a sari, no. But like if you had to wear an Indian salwar kameez, you do need sizes in that too.
Yes. And do shops cater for them all the time?
No. Now there's more awareness, but it was not so maybe 5 years. Actually, definitely not so 10 years back.
Is that why the salwar and the kameez rather was always designed like a tent? I mean, it accommodates big people without having to be body hugging and therefore...
No. I think if you saw stores with sold ready-mades before, we're talking about 10, 15 years back, you didn't have for plus size women at all. You just didn't.
Okay.
It didn't matter, like I know I was pregnant and it wasn't even about being plus. It was just that they didn't have anything for maternity.
All right.
It was just not there.
Well, then you wouldn't be going for designer clothes as a maternity, I mean, as a woman who's carrying...
I would still love to be well-dressed. I mean, at least I always had that in me.
Well-dressed is one thing, and to be wearing, like, you're a designer now.
No, but I'm talking about 20 years back when I was carrying my first kid. I definitely didn't have a choice of clothes. And it's like, we didn't have anything. I mean, today there's mother care or, mom and me stores or whatever for pregnant women. But there was nothing then. And so what happened is you probably go to a tailor shop and get something tailored out, and then it takes time. So you get frustrated with the whole process.
Okay.
So yeah, 90 is probably or a kaftan is what you could probably wear, which wasn't
covers
really
all the sins rather than...
it's not really what you want either at that point in time. As it is, your body's making changes to you. So you want to at least look desirable even in your own eyes. I mean, so I think that was what bothered me 20 years back and what brought me to
But it's strange that people never thought about that particular aspect of clothing.
Those days, I don't know, I don't think so. As you said, the sari was always there.
Maybe that was the reason why.
Yeah, most people wore saris, and so it didn't matter. And for those who wanted to wear, I think even wearing a salwar those days was like not really happening.
At least not in Chennai, it wasn't very common.
It wasn't, yeah.
So now you see youngsters who just abandoned the sari and abandoned all the Indian
I don't think I won a sari in a couple of years. So.
But the salwar kameez has taken over the country.
It has.
It's now become pure South
Accepted,
Indian dress.
yes.
The old Davani, as they call it, is like gone with the wind.
It's coming back in now. I know a lot of kids who want to wear it now.
But maybe as
a
designer kind of look, is it? Or would it be
No,
day
they
to day?
do
Go
like
to college
the
wearing
tradition.
that?
No. Just, I mean, they probably use it like to wear for a Diwali or a like Pongal or something like that. But not really for...
Yeah, like Malayalis wear their standard golden cream colored thing. But that's reserved for certain...
for functions. So that's about it, yeah.
So something must have triggered off this entire desire to make clothes. What was that? If you got anything specific that happened to you, and say from that day on, I decided I'm going to do something.
Yeah, but
Any party that you wanted to go to, any functions?
okay, I can see we're coming back with it. Yeah, so the thing is, I think it was 14 years back to be exact, and I was planning this huge beach party, and I wanted something different. So I'd gone to this designer then. There weren't too many of them at that point, actually. She was actually one of the foremost ones of Chennai fashion, and she was the only one at that point. So I'd gone to her to make a dress, and
Yeah.
on the literally an hour before my party, my dress didn't fit. So
Why did you leave it for so late?
I don't know. I had gone for my fittings. I had done my bit, but apparently the tailor just didn't get that women can have boobs. I mean,
Okay.
I know I'm not supposed to have said that, but you know,
Yeah, the B
but-
word's all right.
yeah. So it was like they just couldn't take in that a woman can have a body and some shape to it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That really frustrated me at that point, and we had an exchange of words. And well, as a challenge, I decided to show her that I wasn't just a housewife or a, social butterfly as it's classified then, but I became a designer. I actually picked up my skills after, because those days there was no NIFT.
Okay.
But I did open my shop in exactly 30 days from that
You want to
day.
tell me the name of that person, or you want to keep it quiet?
I think she'll know it when she hears about it, and we'll leave it at that.
That'd be a private secret between. So,
No,
folks,
no,
so
yeah,
that's
I've
where we
actually
are.
thanked her
You did?
in press before, because if not for her, I wouldn't be here today.
All right. So you
And
heard
so
this very candid admission from her that she wouldn't have gone into fashion designing if somebody hadn't messed her clothes beyond belief. So when you come back after that, we'll find out how did she actually do it and where she reached now with that. We'll be back.